Hello friends, welcome to my channel BioBodh. Today we'll be understanding the structure of DNA. So DNA is a nucleic acid and all the nucleic acids are basically polymers of nucleotides. Now what is this nucleotide? Nucleotide is the building block which consists of three components. One is nucleotide base, second is a 5-carbon sugar, and third is phosphoric acid. All these three components collectively form nucleotides and these nucleotides form the nucleic acids. In DNA, the nucleotides are called as deoxyribonucleotides or deoxyribotides. Why? Because as you can see in the figure, the second carbon is having a single hydrogen. O is absent. That is why it is called as deoxy. When oxygen is absent, deoxy. So the name of this sugar of DNA is called as deoxyribose sugar, and this is the figure of deoxyribose sugar. The three-dimensional structure of DNA was given by Watson and Crick in 1953, and for this they were even awarded with the prestigious Nobel Prize. Now we will understand actually how the structure of DNA looks like and what are the components present. So as I told you that DNA, which is a nucleic acid, it is formed of nucleotides. So basically a nucleotide is something which is made out of deoxyribose sugar, which is connected to a phosphate molecule and a base. Now here in DNA there could be 4 different bases. Here you can see this is the sugar phosphate backbone. Here the sugar and phosphate molecule are present in an alternating fashion, sugar phosphate like this, and it is connected with the base pairs. Now in DNA there are 4 base pairs. A, adenine, which binds with T, which is thymine, with the help of 2 double bonds. Then is C, which is cytosine, which binds with G, that is guanine, with the help of 3 hydrogen bonds. So in DNA we understood that these nucleotides, they are how they are arranged. They are arranged, they actually form the backbone, which are made out of sugar phosphate and attached with the base pairs, and they are in the alternating fashion. Okay, so this is the three-dimensional structure of DNA, which was given by Watson and Crick, and this is called as double helical structure of DNA. So we will understand the key points which were given by Watson and Crick to understand the double helical structure of DNA. Now first thing is, each base pair is about 3.4 angstrom thick, and this is the stocking distance between the base pairs. Here you can see. Okay. Next is there are 10 bases per turn of the double helix. Now this is the double helix and this is a single turn. In this single turn there are 10 bases which are present. Next, the 2 helices are coiled in such a way that they cannot be separated without unwinding. So here you can see that one is this strand, another is this strand. So these 2 strands are coiled and you cannot just pull it back to to separate them. They has to be unwinded. So in this way these 2 helices are coiled together. Next, the backbone of the helix is represented by 2 ribbons. Here you can see the 2 ribbon-like structure, which is a chain of sugar and phosphate alternating with each other. That we have already understood that this is the backbone and this is having sugar and phosphate groups present in an alternating fashion. Then comes the 2 chains of helices are of opposite polarity. Okay, so these are the 2 chains. Okay, this one chain and this is another chain. both these chain, they run in opposite direction. One will run in 5 prime to 3 prime direction, other will run in 3 prime to 5 prime direction, somewhat like this. So both these chains, they are having opposite polarity. Now the DNA double helix has two grooves, one is major, one is minor. Here you can see the small gap, it forms the minor groove, and here the large gap, it forms the major groove. Now width of the helix is 20 angstrom. Here you can see this is the width of the helix and it is 20 angstrom. And the two strands are complementary to each other. This means that when these two strands are binded by means of this base pairs, which are binded by means of hydrogen bonds. So why they are called as complementary? If A is present over here, it will be binded by means of two hydrogen bonds to thymine, and if C is present, it will be binded by means of three hydrogen bonds to guanine. So wherever A is present, it will bind to thymine. Wherever G is present, it will bind to cytosine. Now for example, if in one strand here A is present, then definitely in the other strand T will be present and both will be binded by two hydrogen bonds. This is called as complementary to each other. A will bond to T, C will bind to G by means of hydrogen bonds. So this is the speciality of our DNA. I hope, so this is all for the structure of DNA. I hope you all understood what is how the what is that structure of DNA, what are the key points of Watson and Crick DNA model. And if you understood the structure of DNA and if you like this video, please like this video and hit the subscribe button.